Hello, everybody, and welcome back to BroTalk podcast. We are back. We had a little break there. We took a personal day on Tuesday, but we are back, and we're gonna try our very best to be high energy. I think we've all had very long weeks, but we're ready to do this. We're ready to be back. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome back to BroTalk podcast. First thing is first. We don't know if we already mentioned this or not. Dan's pretty sure we did, but Mark's wife, Mark loves you.
Even though he's not married. I'm certain that he's not married, but his wife still, he still loves you.
That's good. I'm glad to know that.
Yes.
It kind of felt like I was like trying to keep two people from getting a divorce. Like, no, he loves you.
No. Yes,
He's trying to reach out through this minor podcast. He's trying to get to you. But, Dan, do you have the intro ready?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, dude. Like I said, today's been a long week, but I'm running it now. There it goes. Oh my gosh. You guys don't understand how long it's been. It's been long. Oh, there's my butt. I love looking up butt. I don't understand. I like looking up my butt though. It's kind of nice.
Dang, Dan.
There we go.
You're not the only one. Not to say that I do, but I'm saying that you're not the only one. I mean, you have a wife. She probably likes it. Your wife probably likes it.
I mean, yes, I would like to think so.
No,
but...
confirmed. Dan's wife does not like Dan's butt. All right. So we are back. And to start off strong, we have some PlayStation 5 news. I mean...
You're
Sony...
just jumping into it, eh?
Heck yeah, I'm jumping. Oh, I mean, I could introduce us,
Grant?
but we're just so famous, you know? Us and our 8 followers. I'm Grant, or Bergomer. We've got Dan, or King Servant. He's our host, always on Twitch. Hands up for Dan. What a great man.
Thanks, dude.
And we have Chance the meme lord.
Hello. I'm tired
is.
as heck, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. This week's been something. All right, listen. I want to start you guys off with a little tidbit of how my day's gone, because I don't want to talk about the PlayStation yet, because let's be honest, who cares about the PlayStation?
All right.
But we're still going to talk about it.
That's fair.
So yesterday, I'm playing Valorant with my little brother, right? And I'm like, man, I really have to take a piss. So I grab my phone, because who doesn't take their phone to the bathroom in case if you decide to sit down and poop, right? So I walk in there, and I'm like, Dan, you better not drop your phone in the toilet.
Oh.
Literally 2 seconds later, I dropped my phone in the toilet. And I was like, oh, this sucks. So it was one of those things where like I see it falling and I'm reaching for it and it like touches the water and I pull it out, right? And so I was like, oh, it's wet. So I like dry it off and everything. I take it out of the case and I like try and dry everything. And it was working fine, right? Everything was fine. It would charge. I wake up this morning 15 minutes before my alarm to find my phone almost dead because it didn't charge all last night because the cord that I was using to charge it died. So I was like, well, this is off to a great morning. You know, like I'm so happy right now because I'm up earlier than I need to be. I usually sleep another 30 minutes. Anyway, so I go and I figure out it was the cord that was dead after like 15 minutes of trying to fiddle around with it because I started freaking out because I was like, dude, what if my phone is actually like not charging because I dropped it in the toilet? I was really concerned. I was really scared. So I go to work and it's working fine. Midday, the screen just turns off and it won't turn back on. The screen, like my phone right now, here, I'll show you. Like I'm trying to turn it on, hitting the button, right? The screen isn't turning on. I can, when I fingerprint unlock it, I can feel it vibrate, but it won't turn on. But I can still do everything like normal without seeing my screen. So that's how my day's gone. And I was stressing about work today because it was not what I had envisioned. I was thrown into a bunch of crap, so I'm just really tired. It's been a long day.
Dang.
I've been going 100 miles an hour all day, so that's my day.
Not what you envisioned. My day's been pretty much the exact same, dude.
Nice.
You
I freaking
also
woke-
drop your phone
I
in the
freaking-
toilet?
No,
Yes.
I didn't do that, dude. I freaking woke up this morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. For whatever reason, fell asleep at 12 o'clock last night. And I get to my new job, our workplace. We have no idea what the hell we're doing. Come to find out, we're staining the outside of somebody's house, the entirety of it.
Nice.
It's a bitch and a half, dude. The roof is slanted at such an angle that it's like stepping onto ice when you step up there, and you have to go up top and stain.
It's like one of those rich people cabins, yeah?
Oh, it's in Whitefish.
Oh gosh.
So,
Yep,
so
it's
of
a
course
rich
it's a
person
rich
cabin.
person. Yeah, but it's a rich
That's
person
a rich
cabin.
person cabin. You want to know what will boost your spirits though?
I swear to God, if you say LaCroix, dude, you're gonna make me Croix, all right?
Bruh, it's so good.
Make your
it's
Croix.
so nice.
Dude,
We'll
why
get
would you
sponsored
buy
one of
that?
these
Why
days.
would you ever buy LaCroix when you can have a nice old energy drink from Copper Mountain?
Because
Because
I'm not
LaCroix
going to have
isn't like
kidney
absolutely
cancer.
destroying your body's ability to create its own energy.
Yeah, you're
That's
literally
fine.
drinking kidney cancer chance.
The
That's
last 2 times
fine.
I've had a legit energy drink, I thought I was gonna have a freaking stroke.
Gosh, they're so gross, so gross,
So gross, my dying butt.
bruh, so gross. It's just something else. I'll say that, it's something else.
It is.
Grant, how was your day? Tell us about your day.
so here's my thought process the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks ago, I emailed my my boss, or messaged him. We have like a company messenger thing. We use Microsoft Teams, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, school is starting the week of the 14th, so I'm not going to be able to work the 50-hour week, but I'll still work full time. I'll still work the 40 hours."
Mhm.
So I'm working 60 hours this week.
What? While going to school?
Yeah, I haven't
Dude,
been able
that's
to
when you
touch a
just say
video game
no.
since last Friday, and it makes me
That's fine.
sad boy 3000. Because I have the 10.5 hour shifts every day this week, Monday through Saturday, so I still have to go back tomorrow. And
Gosh.
I've been trying to keep up with school, and so it's just with everything like just starting. They've had like I think I've already done 6 writing assignments, and I don't
Nice.
know why. I'm not like in like an English class or a writing class or anything like that, but it's been a lot, and so
I feel that.
that is my week is just sleep, work, school, sleep, work, school. Sometimes I even eat.
Yep.
Sometimes you eat.
Yep.
Well, then why don't you just say no, like Dan said? Like you
I just say
obviously,
no.
So
you,
Like, because I mean, you're going to school. Like, just tell me, hey, I legitimately can't do this and expect to excel at my studies.
well, and
Just tell him as
he's
it is.
fine with me not doing it. It's just having more money to be able to save in my bank account for future things. Like I wanted to see if I could do it,
what
but
kind of
I
future
don't.
things, Grant?
I don't. I definitely can't do the 60-hour week again. Like I'll do it this
That's
week,
too
but I can't
much.
do it again. But 50-hour weeks I might still do because they have us on overtime like indefinitely. They don't even know when it's gonna end. So I might keep doing that. I might not. I don't know. We're gonna see.
Gotcha.
I
Cool.
saw that, Dan. You made
Bro,
me big
they redeemed
disappointed.
hard dab. I had
listen,
to dab. I can't do it.
Listen, Dan. You've made me big sad from me seeing that.
Listen,
You're
Chance.
you're the next
Chance.
Logan Paul, all right?
Chance,
Oh
listen.
no,
I love
no,
you very
no,
much, but I
no.
don't
Dan
care
is
what
cool.
you think right now. I don't care what you think right now. I'm so tired.
When do you care about what I care about anyway?
Chance, I care about what you think or care about all the time. Today is one of those days I just don't care, though, and I'm sorry.
Chance, what about you? What about your day, your week?
Yes.
Oh, dude, I'm literally like probably no different than Dan, dude. Fucking go to work, come home, rest,
Nice.
sleep, and then go to work. I mean, I've been playing Bannerlord in the off time, but other than that, I haven't really been doing much else.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I just want to be able to play video games.
Don't worry, you'll get back to it, Grant.
I will after this week. Like probably next week sometime I'll be able to, but
Okay.
it's gonna be a little bit.
Yes.
Well,
So
Grant,
so the
is it time?
PlayStation.
All right, there you go.
So
Let's
about
get back
that.
on the topic here.
About that.
Yeah, about that.
So 2 weeks
PlayStation.
ago, has it been 2 weeks? It's been like a week and a
No,
half,
dude,
I guess.
It's been like
Microsoft.
no, dude. It's been like a Microsoft. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
So Microsoft announced the Xbox prices, and then on our last podcast we actually mentioned that it probably wouldn't be long before Sony was like, "Hey, I mean, Xbox announced theirs. There's no point in holding ours back now." And so Sony did. They released their prices, and they managed to for the PlayStation 5. It will launch on November 12th for $499.99, which is the exact same price as the Series X.
Mhm.
And the
That's-
digital only edition is $400, which is $100 more than Microsoft's digital edition this time around.
But here's the thing. The difference between PlayStation 5's hard drive and PlayStation 5's digital, we need to create nicknames for them. Can we just call them Chungit? No. We need to call one Chunk or something. I don't know. Okay,
Were you
so
about
the
to say
hard drive-
Chungus? Were you
No,
about
I
to
was
say
gonna
Chungus?
Chunky. I was gonna say
Okay,
Chunky.
all right. I was about to say.
Listen. Anyway, the hard drive version and the digital version of the PlayStation 5, there's no difference minus the Blu-ray hard drive. There's no difference. The specs are all the same. Everything's the same minus the hard drive. And I would assume the power
CD drive.
intake. No, it's a Blu-ray drive.
But you keep saying hard drive.
I'm sorry. Yes, Blu-ray drive. The DVD.
Blu-ray
the Blu-ray
hard drive.
I'm so sorry. Not the hard drive. The Blu-ray drive.
I was
so
like,
tired,
no
man. I'm
hard
sorry.
drive. Interesting.
No hard drive, and yet it
A
works.
console to never forget.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
God.
The go outside and
that's
play
all.
3000.
Yeah. The PlayStation 5 will release November 12th in the US, Japan, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand, and South Korea, and the rest of the world is getting the console on November 19th. So if you're not in the US, Japan, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand, and South Korea, sucks to suck if you care about the PlayStation.
I mean,
Unless if you
Jeez.
don't care, then it's fine.
if you have a PC, why do you care about consoles at all?
My thoughts exactly. I'm only curious to see about all the console stuff because I want to know what's going to happen to GameStop. I don't want to like touch on it too much. I don't care.
Well, I mean,
and like
it
go
didn't-
in depth. But like, here's the thing: if they're having digital consoles, like, what's going to happen with GameStop? You see
well,
what I'm saying?
I thought we touched on that last
did.
podcast.
We talked
And
about
we
what
touched
we
a little bit
want
on
to
how it-
happen, and I still want
Yeah.
that to happen. I just want it to be a video game like nerd memorabilia store. I don't.
If they were smart,
Yeah.
that's what they would do. That's kind of like I know that we glossed over it already. We already had I think it was almost like a 40-minute talk about it, if not more.
I mean,
But
basically, all they would have to
I
do.
just put that into perspective, that just needs to happen. If they want to
Yeah.
still survive, have that happen.
So
Yeah.
ThinkGeek is a subsidiary of GameStop. All they would have to do is just change all their stores to ThinkGeek, and put those products instead of being online, just put them in the store. Done.
True.
Well, I don't think you really need to change the name. Just
Yeah, but ThinkGeek's
you know.
better. Like I associate them differently. I associate GameStop with like ripping you off of your consoles and games and getting all your
Yeah.
money from you. I associate
Yeah.
ThinkGeek with like nerd memorabilia.
I don't care about nerd memorabilia personally. The only thing that I would want would be like some Funko characters of like different. I mean, maybe I don't know. Like, here's the thing: I could care less about that stuff. The only reason I would personally ever want anything would be like a Groot pop figure or whatever they're called. That's like the only thing theoretically that I would want because I like Groot. That's about it.
Funko
Other than that,
Pops.
like, doesn't bother me. Yeah, Funko Pops. There we go. Pop
so you
figure.
probably
I have the
You'd
10
probably
inch
be
tall
associate
baby
them.
Groot.
I was say you probably associate them a lot like my sister does. She has like a whole 2 shelves full of them.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'd want them.
Only 2. Come on, get on my level.
all right, Grant. So send a picture of your Funko Pops to me,
Yeah.
and I'll
It would
send it
take
to
more
her.
than one picture because I have them in baseball bat cases. You can fit 14 across in a Michaels baseball bat case.
Okay.
So it just keeps them nice, and you can like stack them like that. And I'm well over 150.
Okay, great.
Okay, I feel like Let me ask this real quick. Do you collect Funko Pops because you like to look at them, or you're planning on reselling them later?
I just like having them around. I'm not gonna resell like. I did that once with the Doctor Strange Astral Funko Pop came out for Target exclusive once, and no one was buying them at our Target. Well, I mean, I obviously work there. No one was buying them, but they were going for like $20 online each. So I was like, "Pff, okay. So yeah, that happened.
Did you only buy the one and sell it, or did you buy a couple and sell them?
I bought like 12.
You're part of the problem with the online marketplace.
I did that one time, and then like, I mean, I haven't really like done anything with them since.
You
so-
felt scummy afterwards.
No, not at all.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
All I'm
So,
saying is, if people are willing to pay $20 for them, you make like $10 on each one.
yeah, I mean, $10. Because how much is a Funko Pop normally? Like
$8.99.
6, 7. Okay, so
Oh, that's it.
you'd be making an extra Funko Pop for each one that you sold then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Well, I guess that makes sense.
play your cards right. That's 100% return.
100% return and then
Yeah.
some.
200% return. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's 200. Whatever.
100% profit, I guess, would be the.
Yeah.
Profit.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. How do you guys feel about some of the games and stuff that were shown with the PlayStation 5 thing? Are you familiar with any of the ones that were shown?
I'm not, because I don't. Like I said, I don't care about PlayStation, so I didn't even bother to look at their news thing for it.
Was it
Okay.
mostly like Sony or PlayStation exclusive stuff that they showed, or?
So here's the thing. I'm not too sure what they mean because like there's two things that I know that are right now, or two terms. One would be console exclusive, and the other one would be PlayStation 5 exclusive. Now, of course, by the sound of it, console exclusive sounds like it's only going to be on console. I would assume it's only going to be on PlayStation at that point. But there is PlayStation 5 exclusive, which I do think that means that it could come to PC. When Final Fantasy 16, the one that they showed at the thing, it said it would be available on PC. So I'm not too sure. As far as I know, there's a decent amount of games that were actually shown. I won't go through all of them. The two that I remember for sure, they said that there's going to be a Ragnarok game, which people think is going to be a new God of War game. It was just like a title teaser, but apparently it's supposed to come out next year, which is crazy to think that we got a title teaser and the game's coming out next year. I doubt it. I feel like it's either going to come out holiday next year or early 2022. And then they talked about Final Fantasy. Other than that, go ahead.
I was gonna say, just watch the Ragnarok become a movie to film adaptation for a game from Thor's Ragnarok.
Yeah, no kidding.
I wouldn't. I would completely expect them to go down that path.
Oh, Marvel Spider-Man was also shown, the new Spider-Man game, which is so hear me out, and I don't understand this. Apparently, this is kind of cool how they're doing it. The game itself is going to be $50, and they're not saying it's a full-fledged Spider-Man game, but they're also saying it's a full-fledged Spider-Man game. I don't understand. Yeah. Like pretty much. Like you can look into it, and people are saying, "Oh, it's not a full Spider-Man game, but it's a full Spider-Man game." But it's $50. But if you want to pay $80, you get a it's not remastered, but it's I think they just include an upgraded version of the old Spider-Man that came out like a year or two ago. The one that came out on PlayStation 4, the one with Peter Parker and not Miles Morales. So there's that. If you want that. They also came out with a new Horizon Zero Dawn trailer. So if you're into mechanical dinosaurs, that game's going to be really fun. Apparently, the first one was phenomenal. It was mind-blowing, amazing. I played some of it, and I really did enjoy it. And then they showed a lot of other games. Resident Evil was announced. They showed Assassin's Creed, I'm pretty sure, Ratchet and Clank stuff. A game called Sackboy, which that's kind of funny. I want to play some Sackboy.
Just give me another. Just give me a little big. Just give me another Little Big Planet. That's all I care about.
A Little Big Planet. I never played it.
Really? That was like the one game I ever played on PlayStation I actually enjoyed was Little Big Planet.
I didn't have a PlayStation.
I didn't play that either.
My stepdad Jesse actually got a PlayStation 3 for absolutely free from a raffle from the Navy.
Ayo, that's pretty sick.
Nice.
So that was pretty good. That was pretty
That's cool.
He only uses it for Blu-ray though.
Hey, I mean, here's the thing. The new consoles are pretty much just going to be like Blu-ray player things, especially for kids who don't really, or like families that don't really care about games. They just own the console. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's that.
People do that.
Buying PlayStations just to watch movies.
So they can be like, oh
pretty
yeah,
much.
I have a PlayStation.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
So that's the PlayStation stuff.
that is.
I'm interested to see. I have a lot of questions. A lot of questions that I would like answered.
I mean, I have a question about the freaking Spider-Man game. How the hell is it not a Spider-Man game,
It's
but
a game,
is a
but it's
Spider-Man
not a game.
What?
All right. So it's sorry. Let me rephrase it. It's not a full-fledged $60 game. They're saying that it's not like as big as the original Spider-Man game, but it takes place in the same city. It's pretty much like a copy pasta, but they're not saying it's a full-fledged game.
A copy pasta? You mean a copy paste?
Yeah,
Dude, you are tired. Oh my goodness.
I've been saying that a lot, dude.
Man, you ever just copy pasta something from the internet into your essay?
Your essay.
Like, I can
Essay?
tell that he did it on purpose, but it also just
Yeah.
fits with Dan tonight. Like,
Dude, I'm so
He's
tired.
just so tired.
Bro, today was a long
So,
day.
I mean, that's kind of like saying, like, the wording behind that with a $50 Spider-Man game kind of revolves around the same thing with the Star Wars Squadrons, how it's not really a full Star Wars game. It's a $40 space fighter fighting
Yeah.
game, kind of. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of understand it.
Well, the thing is that it's not like the Star Wars game sounds like it's just going to be space battles, and they're focusing more on the experience rather than maps, which is why it's $40. This Spider-Man game,
Fine with me.
this Spider-Man game is going to like have a campaign and everything, but they're not saying it's worth like a full-fledged $60. Originally, it was $40. They said they came out and said a while ago when it was first introduced it was going to be $40, and then they raised the price to say it was 50. So I'm just waiting until they boost it to 60 again, because like why not? But people are going to buy it because it's Spider-Man.
You know they will.
Oh yeah.
definitely.
I never played I never played Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4, but I heard it was amazing. I watched my buddy play it. It looked pretty fire.
I had
The only
seen-
Marvel's game I ever touched was an old Avengers game on the original Xbox.
Yikes!
Which
that sounds like a
I had
cluster.
seen like something a while back. Like this was probably like at least 4 or 5 months ago. This thing on the Amazing Spider-Man game, where they just like the first like release of the game, there was like these really cool reflections in the puddles and stuff, and then when the game actually released, it was just blurred over, and they had removed the reflections. And I think that's kind of an interesting thing. Like usually you go the other way around, like you add cooler stuff as the game like goes on and as you get closer to release, but like these
They
people
were
are like,
taking
hey,
away
why'd they
stuff.
remove my puddle reflections? Which the fact that someone even noticed is kind of like,
Oh gosh.
what the heck? Like you
Imagine
noticed
getting
the
mad at
puddle
puddle
reflections,
reflections.
but the fact that they took it out was kind of even more like it was probably a performance thing, but I still thought it was interesting.
Yeah. Well, even if that is a performance thing, like I can't imagine a reflection in a puddle takes up a lot of resources. I mean,
Probably.
I can't imagine
Well,
that
I
at
mean,
all.
you have to think about it, reflections and stuff. And personally, I don't understand anything about this, but this is my thought process on the matter. Just a preface. I know nothing about any of that crap. I don't know anything. But reflections and stuff just recently came out. Like they haven't been a thing for very long, and they were only put in for like high quality graphics. Because once you lower graphical qualities of certain games, they like reflections were taken out because of how much power it takes. Because it pretty much has to. Because it's not just like a mirror in real life to where you just put it there and it does its thing. Like you actually have to somehow figure out how to reverse render, maybe. Because like you have to take it's almost like another camera. It's like you're putting a camera there. And you have to render that. I don't know. I feel like anyone who's in game design, maybe Adaptotor Tim would understand, but reflections are very performance heavy, he says. So that's what I would assume. Again, I don't know anything, but yeah.
I mean, that sounds about right. Not like you said, I'm not a game designer, even though I wanted to be when I was younger. You know, I don't know. I mean, I just didn't think that reflection would have caused a bunch of resources.
Yeah, reflections, shadows, and then I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Tim, but I think it's called tessellations, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what it's called when you see like blades of grass and like trees like wavering to like pretend that there's wind there. That stuff apparently takes a lot too, because it has to individually render not just like the entire tree, but it like renders the branches.
So
and stuff.
yeah, it's not
I
like a
think-
static
I think.
image that you just place on the floor.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get it.
Yeah, that's tessellation. Okay, so I was right, dude. My brain isn't failing me tonight. I might be tired, but I'm not that tired. I know my stuff, kind of.
Hey, Good job,
But yeah,
Dan.
apparently that stuff takes a lot too, especially with blades of grass and stuff. But
Interesting.
I don't know.
So what were you gonna say there, Grant?
Oh, I thought you were saying something.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no.
Well,
No, you said hey Dan, and it's like okay, what you gotta say,
Oh
Grant?
no, I said good job, Dan.
Oh,
Because
okay,
his
all
brain
right.
isn't completely
Good.
dead. It's just like half dead.
It's
Just
just
but a
half there,
scratch.
dude.
I'm
It's been a
starting to
long day.
smell the copper.
Long
Honestly,
day. Starting to fart a lot.
no, the copper, the wires, copper wires burning.
What are you talking about?
Oh, he's saying your
Those-
brain is
he-
fried and that he can
Yes,
smell
like that.
the wires.
I've never heard
All
anyone say
right,
copper
Dan's a
wire, but
robot
I've heard people
confirmed.
say
Chances
Yeah, okay,
an
yeah,
Umbreon
alright.
confirmed.
Hey, hold on a second. Hold on a second there, Grant. You can be
No,
careful
I'm
what you're
not holding
saying
on
there.
a second for you.
Be careful
Anyways,
what you're saying there.
Isn't that what's on your head? It's an Umbreon, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's
okay,
a
so
hat,
yeah,
though.
chances an Umbreon confirmed there. But something else that has happened this week, thank goodness. Oracle is supposedly purchasing TikTok's English or United States part. I don't even know
Yeah.
what you would call that, but
Yeah.
So is that, I'm guessing by that logic, it keeps it legalized in the States to keep going?
yeah,
So-
pretty much.
pretty
okay.
much, but sorry, go ahead, Grant. You finish.
So something I thought was interesting is that one of the articles showed like that Microsoft had backed out because they would have changed too much according to the deal. Microsoft was like, "Oh, we would have updated the security features and things." And so that makes me wonder, like, there's either some really wrong things with the security, which I mean, I feel like we already knew. I mean, that's kind of the whole point of it being or needing to be sold in the first place. Or Microsoft was just like, well, we decided, or like we got rejected, so we made up an excuse or something like that. I mean, which I feel like as a business they would do either one of those.
Well, for the longest time, Walmart was actually partnering with Microsoft to try and buy it. So I feel like one of the reasons Microsoft lost is because Walmart was trying to, what is that term? I don't want to commercialize.
Appropriate.
I don't know, but like try and advertise too many like products. Like they would advertise more products, but it wouldn't just be like if anyone uses TikTok now, like
Advertise more products. There you go.
advertise. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
If anyone uses TikTok, as soon as you open up the app, like if you close the app and then open it up again, there's usually like an ad that plays. That would still happen, but then there would be like Walmart products and like different things for Walmart, like throughout the videos and stuff. And I know that they would probably advertise and commercialize that way too much. So that's probably one of the reasons that Microsoft backed out. Not to mention, it's Microsoft. They were probably trying way too much to take. Because here's the thing, it's not that ByteDance had to sell TikTok to them. Like the whole thing was it's not like the whole thing was being picked up and dropped at their doorstep. They would have just bought a section of it, a part of it, to be able to run it in the U.S. And so it was a buying opportunity, but it was also more of like you have to join us with this to like keep it afloat. It wasn't like a buy it kind of thing. It was like you will take part of it and then you will work with us. So there was probably just not enough. Like they were probably butting heads too much, is my guess.
What was the whole reason they were selling part of TikTok was because of what Trump said, right? Is because they were going to ban it? Is that the whole reason why, or is it because of something else?
Yeah, so the reason that originally it was going to be sold, well, I mean, it still is going to be sold this way. I don't know why I said originally, but Trump wanted to ban TikTok, and they're like, I will ban it in, I can't remember, 45 or 90 days. I don't know why both of those days. I think it was 90 days. If it's not sold in 90 days, then it's banned in the States. So if you don't have it yet and you think you might want it, download it now because you won't be able to download it later, but you can still use it. I don't understand how that works. So download it now, at least if you care at all. It's pretty funny.
Go follow Dan and I.
Yeah, if you want. I can't do
so
anything.
hold
My
on.
phone's
So hold on
dead,
a second.
So
So does that mean that you wouldn't be able to access the TikTok website on?
I don't know. I think that he can. I don't think that he can legitimately ban the app from being used. I don't think he can do that, but he can ban the downloading of it. I'm not too sure. I haven't looked too much into that sort of law because I personally don't. I like that stuff is so. There's so many like little tiny in between the line things you have to pay attention to. All I know is this. Oracle is going to be, I think it was a 20% holder of TikTok, and I think if I read and remember correctly, my brain is fried, that Walmart will have a small percentage of it as well. I think I heard that Walmart's still in it. But the thing is that they agreed to the deal, but they haven't actually like done it legally yet, and they have to do it legally before the 20th in a day or two.
22nd.
22nd, something like that. And if they don't do it then Trump said he's straight up like, nah, dude, like we're not gonna extend it for you, so you have to do it.
So you said
Who
it
knows what's
was
gonna
you said
happen.
the 22nd, right? Because it's the 18th right now. So yeah, you only got like
Yeah.
4 days.
Yeah. He banned the app from getting updates, and then soon it'll be banned to download. So yeah.
That's so
It's
dumb.
a conundrum. It's a conundrum. I can see what's happening, and not to get political, I personally hate politics. I hate it so much. But I can understand that there is an issue with China, and there could be privacy concerns over all of the millions of people in the states that use it, and then China's getting that data. That's the whole thing, and I can understand where he's coming from. I just think maybe he's going about it in a weird. I don't know. I could care less. All I know is that this is what's going on, and you just have to live with it. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, because apparently there's not going to be any extension to like try and buy and finalize this whole deal thing, even though it's like been agreed upon. So who knows what's going to happen? Maybe it'll be banned for like a month until they agree, and then Trump's like, "Yeah." It's a September 20th deadline, by the way, so that's 2 days.
So actually, it says that the White House had imposed a September 20th deadline for ByteDance to announce a plan for a sale of TikTok or be banned. The deal would have to be done by November 12th. So as long as they announce it by the 20th, they're fine as long as they get it done by the 12th of November. So there's actually tons of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as long as that they
But
have
the thing
announced,
is-
hey, Oracle will take it, then done. And there's not really any like issues there.
But
Okay.
the thing is that they have to announce it in 2 days that like, yes, this is what's going to happen. And if they don't announce it, then by the 29th, it's Gandhi in the wind. So
No,
I mean,
Gandhi was
it's been
a true
confirmed. They just have to confirm, or they just have to like officially come out with a statement saying this is confirmed, because they haven't come out with an official statement. It's all
Just like-
speculation, but
Just like Vine, it's going to get game ended.
because I mean, like, here's the thing: like, Oracle has come out to say this, but ByteDance hasn't said anything to it as well. And there's two. You have to have two people come out, but it's a conundrum to say the least. It's just kind of funny to me. It's like everyone's going crazy over the, or I shouldn't say everyone. The president's
Majority.
going crazy over this app, and it's just like it's evolved into such a big thing. It's just it's just interesting to see. Like, I wonder where apps are going to go, especially with the whole Apple Epic Games thing that's going on. Like, I'm curious to see where
Yeah, that's still
the
happening.
apps and App Store and developers and stuff. I want to see what's going to happen in a year with all of that.
Well, then I have a question then, because Vine is basically the same thing now that TikTok is basically what Vine was. So
Basically,
was Vine created in the States, or was that also a Chinese product?
I think that was
Vine, I'm
here.
pretty sure, is in the States. And then TikTok was originally Musically, if you remember Musically, and then it just I'm not
Yeah,
sure
then
what
it
happened there.
rebranded to TikTok.
Yeah, rebranded to TikTok. Yeah,
Musically.
Musically. That was an awful section of. Yeah, that was bad. That was
just
mostly
seems like
just
bad
e-fonts.
branding, like completely.
Yeah.
Especially for what TikTok is now, like narrowing it down to Musically, like takes all of the creative like videos and things that people have made and like,
Mhm.
no, this is what you're doing. And so that's probably
Yeah.
why they rebranded. It's just like, well, actually, our community is like way more than just dancing.
They're just
So
music.
Yeah, I agree with you.
wow.
Basically, they're turning it into a makeshift Vine that is sticking around, at least for the time being.
It's smart. Vine was super successful. Super
No,
popular.
actually, no, they weren't. Actually, that's why they went under, was because.
Well, let me rephrase that. They were successful for its creators.
There
And
you go.
very, very popular amongst everyone. Like, there's a lot of big name influencers right now that start on TikTok, like David Dobrik. Like, he's one of the biggest guys that's come out of Vine.
Yep.
I mean, do you know Marlon Webb?
Nope.
You're speaking Japanese to me, Chance.
He's the watermelon guy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
you're-
yeah, the
if
watermelon.
they're known for just one thing though, like
Yeah.
did they make like his career? Like, does he keep doing like creator stuff, or was
Yeah.
it just the one thing and then done?
He brushes with Pantene, but I have watermelon to keep me clean.
I love the
Yeah.
song guy.
Chance, what are you doing?
Croissant guy.
Yeah, he's
What are you
great.
doing?
What do you mean? I just have my legs in my shirt. What do you mean?
We're all dead inside. All right, move us forward, Chan.
We are all dead inside. So,
I've been dead for years.
jeez. So Microsoft, they're doing something, and people don't really know what it is. There's just reports that they're spending a lot of money.
Who's spending a lot of money?
Microsoft. I
Microsoft.
mean, it's not really something like
Oh.
necessarily new, but they're spending a lot of money on something.
Well, the thing is that what's his face? Phil Spencer, or no, it wasn't Phil Spencer. It was some dude up there. I'm sorry, I can't read through this right now. I'm doing really bad tonight. I'm dropping the ball. Forgive me. But
Dude, it's whatever. It's Friday. Just
there's a big Xbox dude who
It's
pretty much
fine.
he went on this one podcast and somehow it came up to where Microsoft is apparently spending a lot of money, but it's not on a new studio. And we don't know what it is. They didn't come out and say anything. People thought that maybe it was to try and buy Bungie back because people are thinking that Bungie could come back and retake Halo. That's not going to happen. That was denied and shot down by Bungie big wigs. But Microsoft is going to be trying to spend some money on something, and it isn't a studio.
see now, wouldn't that be something though to see Bungie come back to Microsoft after just leaving Activision?
Well, I mean, that would be awesome, but at the same time, I feel like that would. I'm not too sure. I would want to say it would restrict Bungie because I'm not sure what Microsoft would want in terms of because like here's the thing: if Bungie was to go under Microsoft again, they would I don't want to say imprisoned because that's definitely not the right term, but think of it kind of like that in terms like they can only do so
An iron
much.
fist.
Yeah, not saying that Microsoft is like that because I've heard a lot of companies say that like Microsoft is amazing to work with. They let you work on your own games and stuff. But the thing is like if Microsoft didn't want them to work on Destiny anymore, Destiny would just be dropped off. Like there might be some people working on it to try and like slowly let the game down, but then they would have to go do something else. Even if they didn't want to, Microsoft said, "Hey, you have to do it." So I think there's that big, scare, if that's the right term.
I mean, but at that point, oh, that's right, because Bungie does own Destiny, and by proxy, Microsoft would own both Destiny and Halo.
Mm.
Because it wasn't Destiny Halo's competitor when it originally came out. I want to say it was.
Destiny, Halo's
There's a lot of
competitor?
comparisons between the two. I wouldn't necessarily say that they are competing.
Are you talking about like when the original Destiny came out? Because when the OG Destiny came out, that was like when Halo 4 was coming around, I believe.
Oh, I see
Halo
what you
4 or 5.
That was also about
I mean,
the time
yeah,
that
it was
I
4, it was
didn't
4.
play Halo. So I played like through Reach really quickly, and then I didn't.
You didn't play with us at all on any of the others.
mean.
That's not true.
The rumor came from the generally reliable Jeff Grubb in the Games Beat Decides podcast.
Good old
If,
Jeff.
if anyone listens to that, just in case if you're like, Dan, what are you talking about? That's who said it. I found it.
My name Jeff.
But yeah, he said that he has no clue what the money's for. He doesn't even know what the money's for, but Microsoft's shelling out something. So
Maybe
it's,
they've
it's
just been
interesting
going to
to
a
see
lot
what's
of
going on.
clubs, or someone
Maybe.
high up went to Vegas, got into a lot of trouble with some gangs or something, and owed the money, and so he's been routing the money from Microsoft's accounts through his own to pay off the gang so that they don't kidnap his family.
Or they could just be trying to expand the Xbox Games Pass. I'm gonna go
I
with
think I'm right.
yours.
Yeah, I think I'm right.
I'm gonna go
I-
with Grant's assumption.
I like Grant's assumption a lot.
It's not an assumption; it's confirmed. I just checked his Twitter. Yeah, games.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what Chance was mentioning about Halo? By the way, I did play. I didn't enjoy it as much as Call of Duty, but we played on a few multiplayer maps, and especially Slayer, where Dan would just come up and kill everyone. Except when I
I'm
jumped on the
great at
crane, and then everyone followed me because it was a great idea, and we won that round. So you're welcome.
I'm just saying, I'm good at video games.
Dan is good at
I
video
don't
games.
play all day, and I'm good at video games.
Dan's
very
the
good at
video
video
game
games.
boy. He's the one
But-
who wins.
They have announced that Halo 3 ODST will be in addition to the Master Chief Collection. This is the second Halo game that doesn't have Master Chief in it being added to the Master Chief Collection. So I think that's interesting.
I'm ecstatic for ODST to come out.
I have
Now
never
that it's
played a
finally
second of
announced.
ODST, but I
Oh,
will.
so good.
When
you
I
are,
have
you are
time to
going
play
through that
games
with us.
again.
You are going with us through us, going with ODST with us.
Was it the
'Cause that game is
22nd?
amazing.
Okay, hear me out. What if next week I only worked a 40-hour week, and we played through next week?
I mean, I'm down.
Okay,
I'm down
I'm
to
down.
try it.
All right,
Oh, yeah,
because I don't want to work anymore.
Well, the thing is, here's the thing. ODST actually was like probably one of the most hated Halo games because you weren't a Spartan, you were a drop shock trooper. ODST.
Orbital Drop Shock Trooper. There you go.
There you go. I can't say that. You're an ODST, and so you had no shields, but you did have shields. I don't know how-
No. You didn't have shields at all. You literally just had a health bar.
Was it just a health bar? 'Cause
It
I
was
wanted to
it was just a health bar.
So
I think-
ODST is the love child of Call of Duty and Halo.
Because
Kinda,
ODST was basically what most people consider to be a add-on to Halo 3's campaign. It was basically like
yeah.
what everyone assumed was DLC sold as a full-priced game.
I
It was
mean,
good,
it
though,
is
'cause
the full title is Halo 3 ODST.
Yeah.
So
ODST, yeah.
that's fair.
The firefight mode, though, that was the best firefight mode because it was hard. Changed my mind. I got the Vidmasters in that game. The firefight, phenomenal. So much fun. Can't wait to play it again. It probably didn't age very well, let's be honest, but it was so much fun.
I mean, you
For
won't. I
its
mean,
time.
if it's remastered, you know, if it's remastered, you never know, dude. It might be really good now. Or
Is it
again.
actually? Or did they say that it's going to be remastered, or are they
OD
just saying that it's coming out?
They made references to it in a couple of their talks with other, what do you want to call them? Not podcasters, but other news outlets. That the game is supposed to be a remaster of ODST.
Just a little thing as well. We're apparently supposed to be getting Halo 4, which I mean that doesn't matter because it sucks. But that's supposed to be coming to Master Chief Collection as well.
Yeah.
Before the end of the year, supposedly.
That one
Wait,
would
before
make
the end of the
sense because
year.
it actually has Master Chief in it.
You have, if that's the case, then you'd have only like let me see, September, right? September 22nd.
October, November, December.
You have 3 months to release Halo 4.
Well, you see,
just
here's
gotta
Halo
port it
Infinite.
over.
They take that out and do Halo 4 again instead.
No, dude. Okay, listen. You got 3 different games, right? You do ODST, and then you do Halo 4. Halo 4, and then they just give you the middle finger with ODST. I really screwed that one up. That was pretty good, though. Because, I mean, ODST, or, like, Halo Infinite, bro, like, oh my goodness, I don't.
I will
Like,
give. Here's the thing: a lot of people give Halo 4 a bad rap.
It was the worst one, Chance. Don't defend it.
Halo 5 was the worst one. Don't even
No,
at me with that one.
No, Halo 4 was the worst one.
There's no way.
Chance, if you ask any Halo fanboy besides yourself on the internet, they will all say Halo 4. Halo 5, hear me out. Halo 5 was the best in terms of multiplayer. I think they did really good things with multiplayer. Campaign was awful, though. I didn't like that one.
Multiplayer, not campaign.
Chance, you just said in general, though. In general, Halo 4 was literally the worst.
I'll have to replay Halo 4 and then replay Halo 5 again. It's been a while since I've played both, and then I'll have a more on the nose opinion.
Yeah, I mean, Halo 5 was good in terms of multiplayer. I will say that like both campaigns were dog crap. Like they were both so stupid, just awful. I thought that like they honestly should just be thrown out because there is no reason that anyone should play that to experience Master Chief. You should just play 1, 2, and 3. That's all you got to do.
And who the people that are asking in our chat here for Guardians being number 4. No, Halo Guardians was number 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the one where
that's where you
Blue
have the
team
team
just
diamond.
chased Master Chief the whole time.
Yeah,
That's whenever you have the 3 AI companions, and if you died, you didn't die until all of your companions died as well.
Yeah, that was stupid. Anyway, I'm excited for ODST. I think that's probably one of the better. I shouldn't say one of the better Halos, but it had some of the best firefight.
It might not be the best mechanically, but it's the best to experience.
I will say
if
it's
you want
up
it.
there for experience. It's up there.
Yes.
I would still say 3 is the best. I thought 3 was the best. I wasn't a big fan of 2, but I liked Reach a lot, and I liked ODST a lot, and Halo 3 a lot. So,
The Flood
anyway,
are the worst, hands down.
4 is the worst, hands down.
Okay,
flood.
you know what? I
Flood
feel
is
like y'all.
worse.
Yeah, I feel like Dan, you're just a hater, and you need to replay Halo 4 when it gets remastered on the Master Chief Collection.
Chance, I'm not a hater. I just speak the truth, and you don't know how to accept it. That's okay. It's okay.
That's like saying you can have your opinion even though your opinion's wrong. It's like whatever, dude.
I mean, Chance, you said it, not me.
Whatever, man.
Yeah, September 22nd. I'm excited for that. It's the day before my birthday, so.
You're basically getting your favorite Halo game like right before your birthday.
Well, it sucks because I have to go to work on my birthday, so I won't be able to play it.
See,
but
I
I'll
should
just
request
watch
my
it.
That's when
birthday
you call out
off.
sick, man.
That's
You
what
call
I
it
should
sick,
do.
man.
Yeah. Well, I was supposed to have. No, never mind. Ignore that train of thought. Ignore it. Move on.
What are you supposed to have? What are you supposed to have, Dan? You better let us know
I
right
was gonna
now.
say a different schedule, but then I was like, wait, that doesn't work. But then I would have to explain everything, so I'm not gonna explain everything. So there we go.
Is it a sexy
Okay.
schedule? Is that what's going on?
Put your knees down, Chance.
Microsoft seems to have a good chunk of our news feed tonight, as they have another announcement. And while I don't totally understand the significance of this, they announced that Dolby, let me find this and get it right, Dolby Atmos and Dolby Vision are going to be supported by the Xbox Series X and Series S.
Yeah. So, from my knowledge, I don't know much about this. I'm just gonna say this very briefly, and then we can move on because I don't understand it much. But the Xbox One X had Dolby Atmos, which is all the audio stuff. You know, so if you play the Xbox One S and you play certain games, like you're gonna have like really good sound quality. That's the console supports that, so it's gonna push out really good audio, right? But it's also gonna be having Dolby Vision, which is somehow improved visuals. Have you ever been to like a big name theater and it's like the Dolby Atmos like section of the theater because like the apparently the
Adobe
visuals are
Round
just-
Sound.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like it's apparently just better visuals that they're going to be adding somehow, some way to the new Xbox. And I want to say it's only for the X. I don't think it's for the S. Maybe.
The article says both.
Oh, it does say both. Yeah. So it says both.
Well,
so
I mean,
if you
Your sound system's really going to depend mostly on
Yeah, like
what it's
your
playing
own
out of.
hardware.
Yeah.
So here's the thing that I'm understanding. If you have a TV that doesn't have Adobe the sound one, but your console tries to push it out, your sound's going to be a little bit better. It's of course not going to be like super good, but you're going to have improved audio from it.
Okay.
I
See,
think
I
that's what it's
thought you
trying to do.
were. I thought you were going to say like if you don't have a TV that has this feature, you're poor.
I mean, I
Yes.
have it, so I'm poor.
Yes, that's it.
No, but with this, like, even if your TV doesn't support certain aspects, you will have a higher quality, but it's of course not going to be like anything mind blowing. You'll just be like, oh,
I
from
used
what
to
I
have a
understand.
phone that had this like one of the Dolby things built in, and basically when you clicked the button, it made this. It gave it like a sound boost, so it made it louder than your phone initially had it at. So I guess it like took one of the limiters and like just extended it, something like that, and then it also just like cleaned it up a little bit. So like, kind of like an audio enhancement and just made it a little bit more crisp. So I assume that's kind of the same thing that it's doing. Is that even without your hardware being like super good, it'll be able to do something with it.
Yeah.
And I
So
mean,
there's
it's
that.
the Xbox Series S and X, so I mean,
Yeah.
the
we don't.
quality of the
we
hardware
don't.
is there.
Yeah, and we don't know if it's on PlayStation because it's not. It has not been confirmed nor denied. A lot of people think that it's going to be because why would it not be on the new generation PlayStation, but on the new generation Xbox, unless if they have some sort of like contract. So, little tidbit of Dan wisdom right there,
Dan's
if you
We
will.
always like some Dan
Dan's
wisdom.
wisdom.
I don't know how I feel about Dan Wisdom.
Bro, I got some good wisdom.
Yeah,
got some good
Dan's
wisdom. I'm
wisdom
gonna
of the
pull
day
all
is
that.
don't
I'm
drop
gonna-
your phone in the toilet
No,
or your
I'm gonna
screen
sprinkle
won't
some of
work.
that later. Shut
Give me
up, Grant.
give me some wisdom, Dan. What? Tell me something I don't know.
Tell you something you don't know. Did you know that camels' eyelids are so thin that they can close their eyes in a sandstorm, and that's how they can see? Yeah. So camels can close their eyes and be able to navigate in a sandstorm because their eyelids are thin enough to where they can see through their eyelids. That's how they navigate through sandstorms.
What kind of crap?
Dan wisdom, dude.
Okay, yeah. Why isn't that Learning with Dan channel more active?
It's the
Chance.
so that's the same concept of like the sometimes when you're driving around, especially right now in our area, Chance, if you're driving around, you see a horse that has like a mask over its face. It's not making it blind. It's thin enough that it can still see, but it keeps bugs from landing like right on their face.
On
So
their
they can
face,
still
yeah.
see, but
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
face is protected.
Yeah, it's
I
the
like
same
how-
idea.
I'm really loving that we go off on these little rants.
I like
it's really
these.
great.
I like them a lot. But I'm going to take the liberty of announcing some games because we weren't here Tuesday to do it. So we're gonna double up on our I guess
stuff.
wrap up topic thing.
Okay.
I'll just do the ones that haven't released quite yet this week. Let's see, it is the 18th, so we'll start with that. So 18th, Crysis Remastered. Does it even run Crysis?
Oh. Shoot.
We got Super Mario 3D All Stars. One of my friends sent out a Snapchat today of this, and he was like, he had a mask on that was like the bottom of Mario's face. So he had like the big old mustache and stuff. He's like, gotta rep my boy for launch day. But then he took a picture
That's
of
right.
where the game should be in the Walmart he was at, and it was completely sold out. He was like, big sad. But then he was like, JK, there's another Walmart nearby. So he just went and got it from a different Walmart. But that was pretty funny.
I'll tell you this right now, real quick, if you don't mind me saying something.
Oh, go for it.
I am surprised as hell that Nintendo even bothered to remaster the N64 Mario and Sunshine on the Switch. Same with Galaxies. I'm surprised. I didn't think they were gonna do that.
Well, I think it's a smart move for them because one, they need to continually put out stuff in this time, and two, they're also making it like a limited edition thing. At the end of March, it's never going to be available again. So you have, until March 31st or whatever it is to buy it before it's gone forever.
It's one of those limited edition.
Yeah, but it's
Small.
smart because it has 3 really good Mario games. Let's be honest, all 3 of them are really, really good. So
How many Mario games have you actually played, Dan? Might I ask?
I've played all. I played all the ones that are being remastered or being put on that thing. I played 64 a lot when I was a kid. I don't think I ever beat it because I was too young to like actually understand what was going on. I played Sunshine and beat that. I played Galaxy 1 and beat that. I think that's it, if I'm being honest.
Galaxy and Sunshine are like mint childhood Mario games.
Sunshine was really good.
Super Mario Sunshine.
The next one on our list is WWE 2K Battlegrounds, so that you can
Ha!
fake matches on video games just like you did in real life.
Yep.
On the 20th, we got Hello Neighbor. That's no fun.
Dude, I'm like
Okay.
dude, I'm sorry. When you say WWE Battle Royal,
Battlegrounds.
I'm just like, dude, who plays WWE games anymore?
Wait. Hear me out now, though, because Chance just said Battle Royale.
Or whatever the hell it was.
I think it would be hilarious to have all of these WWE characters like in Verdansk or something, and they just drop in, and then you just have to go around wrestling each other and beating the crap out of each other with whatever you can find.
Like you got pick up items like a folding chair.
Heck yeah! It sounds like it would be like a Saints Row Battle Royale, and that just sounds fabulous.
Oh my god!
It sounds like a huge waste of someone's time, but it sounds fabulous.
Introducing real life WWE Battle Royale.
Oh,
Dude, that's
geez.
fucking great. That is an amazing image in my head that I hope never comes to fruition.
But you would be just as happy if it did come to fruition.
No, because that's another VR game that I would never play.
Whatever.
And it's WWE on top of it that nobody plays.
So another game coming out this week, the last one that we've got here, another game that I've never heard of, 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim.
You've never heard of 13 Sentinels?
No.
What
Neither
about
have I.
12 Sentinels?
Nope.
What about 14 Sentinels?
Now I think you're making
Dan.
stuff up.
All right,
man.
Dan. I think you're making crap up.
Come on, that was pretty good.
Yeah, you had me there for
All
a
else you
second.
did is
You
drop
had-
your phone in
you
the toilet.
Yeah, you sounded like you knew what you were talking about, and then you started pushing it a little bit more.
Come on.
You should.
haven't
You
heard of
should
12
listen.
Sentinels?
When you said, "Have you never heard of 13 Sentinels?" You should have come up with a story about it, Dan. Then we would have believed you and gone and looked it up and been like, "Wow, he's lying
Chance.
to us."
I believed
Chance, any
11
other
Sentinels.
day.
Then you pushed it up to 14, and I did not.
Listen, any other day, I could have come up with something that would blow your socks off. But
I'm not wearing socks right
alas,
now.
blow the skin off your feet.
Oh,
what you're
okay.
going
That's
to say?
disgusting.
Yeah.
That's some Happy Tree Friends imagery.
Yeah. Oh, that's a rip, dude. That's a callback.
Oh,
That
heck
is-
yeah.
that is a
I
throwback.
never watched Happy Tree Friends.
So funny.
It's so good.
Ugh.
Flippy
I
is
watched
my
that in
favorite
school to get in
character
trouble.
ever. Freaking.
I love the moose.
The moose. You might as well just
Moose
watch
is great.
Bullwinkle and whatever the hell the squirrel's name was. That old cartoon. Rocky and Bullwinkle. There you go.
That's definitely
No.
way more wholesome than Happy Tree Friends.
Oh, I know it is. That's why I feel like you should watch it instead of Happy Tree Friends.
Nah.
No. No.
So games we're playing. I already mentioned I have not played a single thing since our last podcast.
Mm.
So I mean the last thing I played was Modern Warfare, but it's been a week now, and that hurts my soul.
Yeah, just watch. You're gonna come back to it, and your skills are gonna be like down the drain.
I
Nah,
just
he'll
need
be
my
fine.
I remember that it would have been last Friday that we were playing that I kept like getting the freaking huge lag spikes, and I was not doing as well as I was
that's
doing
right.
like, the last couple of weeks before that.
That's
So
right.
I
Your
just
game
want
was
that
like
to be
lagging.
fixed when I go back. That's all. I just need that to be gone, and I'll be happy with whatever I do, even if I go like 0 and 20. I just need to be able to play, man, but I don't got time.
Does it make you?
Gotcha.
Does it? Are you winning, son?
No, I'm losing. Like when I see my next paycheck, I'll feel like I'm winning, but I'll know that in my heart that I'm actually losing.
Man, this paycheck was not worth all that time I didn't spend on Modern Warfare.
Oh, I'm not going to be able to probably finish the battle pass.
No, Dan,
I
Dan,
don't
you
want
have to.
play.
You're so close.
Guys, I need
Dude, you're so close, and you were
I
gonna
need
buy this
third-
one.
13 levels though. Oh, I can't.
Dude, you got
do it.
like 2 weeks left. You're good.
All right.
Dan, you have to.
If you
Remember
don't,
your
you're
goal.
Gonna, if
You
don't,
achieve
you're
the
gonna
battle
regret it.
pass points. You buy the battle pass. That gives you enough points to buy the next battle pass, and then you can just never have to not have
Buy
the
a
battle
battle
pass
pass
ever
ever
again,
again.
even though there's probably only 1 or 2 seasons left. But still, you'll never have to worry about not having the battle pass again because you're going to finish this gosh darn battle pass.
But then
Now get
I'll just
hyped,
it on the
man.
I'll just get it on the 6th battle pass while I unlock the first thing of COD points.
Oh.
Nope, get it on this one so that you have this one all completely unlocked.
Dabbing on that one.
What, you don't want? Are you telling me you don't want that shadow tracer gun at the very end?
Chance, when have I ever cared about skins or anything in that game? I care about pub stomping noobs, and I
No,
do
no,
that
no,
on
no,
the-
no.
Actually,
Listen,
Dan,
like
I heard
tracers.
you specifically say that the rose skins looked cool. So at one point you did care
Yeah.
because you thought they were good.
You guys.
Listen,
Don't
I'm-
Just
right
finish the
now.
battle pass,
Yeah.
Dan.
okay,
All right,
Grant,
I'll
Grant,
finish
Grant,
the battle pass for your pleasure. How about
Grant,
that?
he's tired right now.
There we
Grant,
go.
let him rest. He'll,
No,
he'll
we got
play
him
in the
hyped.
morning with
We
you.
got him hyped. He
freaking-
agreed to it.
I'll do my best to try. How about that?
No,
Hey,
no, no,
playing
you
too much
can't backpedal. You already
Yeah,
you
yeah,
said
no, yeah,
yes.
you already said you were going to.
I'm going to hunt you down, Grant. I'm going to punch you in the face.
Do it.
Give me this time.
Joke's on you. You don't know where I live.
He
True, actually, I
definitely
don't know where
knows.
Grant lives.
He's
I know
narrowed
the
it down
road.
to a town.
Well,
he
I
knows-
think I know the road.
He knows plenty of
mean-
people who know where I live.
Yeah.
Oh, Tim could easily point Dan where I live.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I could point down to where Chance is,
Listen,
but Chance
listen,
couldn't point
Grant.
down to where I am.
Listen, Grant. We had a pact, all right?
Big
you and me made
brain
a pact.
plays.
You and me made a pact together. If I'm going, you're going with me.
Definitely never
You
made that
guys.
pact. First off, second off, I'll beat you with a lightsaber.
Please.
Okay.
Okay.
So since I haven't been able to play games, what are you playing?
Who's you? Yeah, who's you? Who's you,
You is
Grant?
both of you. You is
Chance,
both of
please, I
you.
would like-
Just
I
talk
will-
over
I
each
will
other,
allow
you know,
you-
like I'm doing to Dan right now.
Grant
I mean-
or Chance, I would allow you to go first. Please go first. I
Okay,
allow
well,
it.
like honestly, the only things I've been touching right now is kind of like what I said in the last podcast would be Bannerlord and Mech Warrior Online. I've been getting back into both and loving the hell out of every moment of it.
Is,
And
is
that's really,
that it?
yeah, that's quite literally it. I haven't touched Modern Warfare since last time I played with Grant, and that's because I'm already done with the Battle Pass, so I don't need to worry about it.
Cool story, bro. I haven't been playing much. I've been playing Valorant with my younger brother. He wanted to try, and I was like, yeah, I'll try it because I want to just experience a search and destroy game. Valorant sucks. I hate it so much. The game feels ridiculous. The abilities are dumb. The spray pattern, oh, I shouldn't say that. The hit detection feels really, really bad. There's a lot of things that I just don't like about the game. I just play it because my brother enjoys playing it, and CS:GO is just old. But yeah, Valor can't make a good game, Dabs.
Are you saying you said that you wanted to play good Search and Destroy, right? Didn't you farm the crap out of Overwatch back in the day?
That's not search, dude.
Yeah,
Well,
but I thought
mean-
that did have a Search and Destroy.
Well, I did play Overwatch a little bit, and like that's kind of different than. It's
Yeah, but-
different. It's different
yeah,
because
but
you
you-
have
but you're
unlimited
associating-
lives. In Valorant and like CS:GO, you have one life per round.
Are you thinking that Valorant's kind of like the love child of Overwatch and CS:GO?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, there you go.
Like 100%, it's the love child of that. I'm not a big fan. I can see why people enjoy it, and I'm not saying that like it's a bad game. I just really don't like it. I know I'm bad at the game, but even trying to understand some of the things that happen just don't make sense to me. So, not to mention, like even in low elo games, I've come across hackers. I played against some big C9 guy in a pub game, some big giant Cloud9 guy, and I was like, "Why are you in my pub game, literally wrecking face?" When I am some lowly, this is my third game. Yeah, oh, I'm so mad. I've been playing that. I've been playing that, and I've also been playing oh gosh, what is that? I started No Man's Sky again. I want to start playing No Man's Sky a little bit more, just because it's nice to just sit back and relax a bit, and not have to feel like I have to grind something. So
No Man's Sky.
yeah,
I
like it.
I keep telling you to play Bannerlord, but
I want to play it with people. I don't want to play Bannerlord by myself right now. So that's
no,
where I'm at with that.
No, that makes sense. I can say, like, dude, honestly, I can't wait till that mod comes out. Get a bunch of
That'll be
people
good.
in the same lobby and just do whatever the hell.
Yeah, I'll agree that Bannerlord is dead in terms of exposure. I feel like not a ton of people will play it or stream it, and like if people do play it, they just mod the heck out of it. The base game in and of itself, I feel like, is dead.
Okay, well, I'll say this right now, Mr. Drake the Great White. The game is still technically an early access game, and I wouldn't expect total conversion mods of Bannerlords for about another year or so.
Really?
Yeah. No, yeah, obviously, because the game is still having issues. Like right now. So I'll give you an example. Before, on version 1.5.1, which was the version about a week and a half ago, I could attack caravans and get money off of that and loot that way. Now, if I attack a caravan in version 1.5.2, it immediately crashes my game. So they still have a lot of bugs to be working out.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I would love to play it with people. I feel like the single player in and of itself, like it was fun when I first like started playing, but there came a point where I was like I want to play with someone. I feel like if you had 10 people or something, like of course it would kind of be like Stellaris, like there would be a lot of stuff all at once, and it would probably be a really resource heavy on your PC. But I feel like that'd be so much fun playing with different people, and you could like make someone your vassal or whatever.
Well,
I don't know. I just feel like it'd be cool.
Well, here's kind of the thing, right? Because Bannerlord in itself isn't a very resource heavy game until you start increasing up into like the thousands of troops in a fight, or like even if you have like the high texture stuff. And the game is still, like I said, it's an early release game, so it's still not entirely stable. I feel like when they get the game completely 100% released in its first full release version, and it got all the bugs ironed out and everything else, I feel like the game will run mint. And I feel like with co-op on the campaign map with these mod developers, it will run swimmingly.
Hopefully, I really hope so
Because
it'd
the
be fun.
developers with the multiplayer, because you know how in Warband you can or in Bannerlord you can control the speed of how you run across the map.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're implementing a speed function similar to Stellaris, where the host or I believe anybody connected can control the speed of the game.
Mhm.
So I mean, I don't know. They have a lot of good thoughts, and there's a lot of stuff that they've already completed with it. But with the game being consistently updated, it's hard to keep on top of it until the game fully comes out.
Yeah, I agree with that. Sounds like a lot of work because here's the thing: like if you get everything done that you want, and then they push out a patch the next day, then you have to update everything. So
I don't know. Well,
big
I mean,
old
like I said, I'm
giants.
I'm optimistic. That's what I'm saying because it's freeware is what these developers have pushed out, so anybody can grab the tools for it and edit the code to make the game or the mod run.
Mm-hmm.
But and then work with the primary developers on making the game better. So you could, if you wanted to help with it, you could just go grab the stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay, gotcha.
But I don't know coding, so
Yeah,
I'm about as useless in that as a box of rocks.
yeah, crazy.
But
I've never understood coding. I want to learn all that stuff, but I literally don't have time because I'm working on too many other projects.
yeah, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm optimistic for it. But I'm not sure. Is there anything else that we really need to go on over, or is there not really?
Well, we do have a couple items of good news.
Okay.
That's right, we
Um,
do.
Dan, why don't you
You
go
wanna
ahead
take
and,
one?
and share?
All right, so I'll start with this one first. This one is Walmart. Walmart is going to be boosting its pay for 165,000 hourly associates nationwide. My tongue is tied. I cannot speak. Pretty much just a very basic overview. Walmart's like, hey, we want to try and increase our pay for hourly employees. With the virus and everything. So what's going to happen is hourly team lead roles. These employees will receive new wages that start between $18 and $21 an hour, but can go up to $30 an hour for super centers. So like the dummy big thick Walmarts.
Like what we used to have over here in Kalispell, that super Walmart that was down there.
Was that a super one?
Yeah. No. Wait, you said Walmart, right?
Yeah, like super.
Yeah. It was a super Walmart that was down in Evergreen.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Then they changed
okay.
it to that U-Haul place.
True. Hourly associates in the deli and bakery areas. These employees will receive a minimum increase of $11 an hour to $15 an hour, which is actually pretty good for most places, depending on where your wage is. Because I know where you guys live, it's 15 an hour for the most part, where Tim works.
Yeah.
And then several hour or like their auto center roles, they're going to get $1 increase. Whatever they have right now, they're going to get $1 increase on that. So that's some good news. We're going to be getting the Walmart employees are getting taken care of. I feel like pretty nicely, even though it's retail and retail sucks. But I would encourage everyone to work retail for at least a holiday season, and then you'll understand pain.
You'll understand that you do not get paid
Dan,
enough to deal with your issues.
Yeah.
Dan,
But,
don't give me PTSD, man. Please don't.
bruh. But no, that's some good news with Walmart doing that thing. I think it's really cool that we see big companies like that increasing wages. And it's a pretty significant wage increase. I feel like it's not just like, oh, here's 50 cents. It's pretty significant. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then the other good news we have, well, I would say this is good news, but it's also just like kind of interesting news. There was a postcard that arrived in Michigan almost 100 years after it went into the mail. So I don't know how this card was lost. I don't know if the mail center that the card was at was not cleaned thoroughly for over 100 years. But this card was addressed to someone way back when in Michigan. It was like stamped and everything back in October, the 29th of October in 1920 near Belding, Michigan. But the address was written to someone named a Roy McQueen in faded cursive writing. I'll link it in chat in case if you guys want to see it, or you can just look up Michigan 100-year-old card in Google and it'll pull it up, and then you can actually read what it said. It was pretty cool. If you guys care at all about looking at it, it's just something cool because you don't hear about a card that's 100 years old being delivered to an address that is still currently in currently resided in. I think I said that right. So
It
yeah,
also
Currently
doesn't give me a
occupied.
ton of
Currently
hope
occupied,
or
yeah.
faith in our mailing system. But it's still neat that it arrived. But it's like, really?
it's just-
like, you
yeah.
it took you that
Yeah.
long?
Well, I mean, I think of it this way. It was probably one of those things where, like, back in the day, it just like somehow fell out of someone's hands and like slid under something. And it wasn't until like they did a remodel to where they found it, and they're like, "Oh, we should probably deliver this."
Yeah.
It's kind of cool because if you look at the picture of it, you can see that there's a 1 cent George Washington stamp in the top right corner, and it's kind of cool to see like even the inflation of stamp prices and everything. So if you care, you look into that. It's pretty neat. But that's the good news that I found this week. Pretty neat.
That's not too bad. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I like learning about stuff like that. So when I saw it, I was like, even though I know it's not necessarily good news, I thought it was just really cool. So I thought I would share it with you guys because I find that stuff to just be pretty interesting.
It is.
LaCroix is good too, by the way. Just,
And with Dan's LaCroix sponsorship shout out, except that we're not sponsored, but
One
we
of these
could
days.
be. Just saying. Literally, like, it doesn't even have to be LaCroix, though. LaCroix, I mean, Dan's doing a good. He's doing his thing.
I'm
but
literally
it doesn't even
I
have
am
to be them,
feeding
like-
you guys money. I'm spoon feeding you money.
I'm not sure that's how they see it when they see our 8 viewers.
Oh yeah, they do.
They're like,
definitely
oh,
see that.
money.
Man,
They're
man,
Mr.
that's 8
Krabs
more-
just
that's
getting
That's
you.
8 more LaCroix buyers.
Yeah, 8 more, dude. Come on. $5 a case. That's what, $40? Pff, I'm just making it rain on them.
Yeah.
But
Free
thank you
advertisement.
everyone for watching. That has been episode 16 of BroTalk.
Oh, buddy.
Good to be here. Good to be back after a short little break, and we appreciate all of you. Whether you're listening on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, maybe
Yeah,
Google
yeah, Google
Play.
Play,
Google
yeah.
Play,
The
or
YouTubes.
if you're watching it on YouTube, just thank you so much. Leave us some advice, some comments on what we could improve on, what we did well, what you liked, what you didn't like, and just let us know. But yeah, we'll see you next Tuesday.
If you guys here, I want to slide this in real quick. If you guys are like, how can I help the podcast grow? You can literally rate or comment anything. Like if you have a way to rate or comment, that will help us. Even if it's negative, it'll help us. Actually, I don't know if that's fully true, but I want to say it is true. I don't know. I don't know algorithms. So hey, you know, if you're like watching this on YouTube and you're like, oh, these guys suck, you can type in the comments, these guys suck. Smiley face.
Listen, Dan. I have to ask you something real quick.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I just checked your Twitter, and so Mulan.
Yeah, dude, Mulan
Yeah.
was ass.
Oh, really? Wow,
No,
I
it
never
was
could have
awful.
guessed.
It was like, here's the thing. If Mulan, okay, this is an awful ending. But we're trying anyway, if Mulan wasn't trying, if the live action Mulan wasn't trying to be a live action Mulan, if it was like its own standalone movie and not trying to like, you know, be based off of the animated show or the animated movie, I feel like it would have been pretty good. But because there was so much expectation, bro, that was just hot doo-doo butter. Like it was
Dude, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. They already lost me when they got rid of Mushu. All right, I'm just saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Taking
Yeah.
Mushu out of the film was probably the worst mistake they probably could have done for that film.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this. One of the stupidest things is, you remember in the animated movie, she climbed up the pole and like took the arrow down,
Yes.
you know, to like prove herself as a man or whatever it was. Oh my goodness, I don't even understand what their thought process is to do this, because no human being could ever do this because of the sheer just amount of strength you would have to have. She walked up a mountain, fully extended arms with giant water buckets, from the bottom all the way to the top without putting them down. Literally full, like 100% just like T-posing almost with giant water buckets.
I could go like 10 feet.
Walked to the top like it was nothing. I was like, I wouldn't even be able to pick those up and hold them over like this, T-posing for more than 2 seconds. My arms, my shoulders would be shredded. It was- yeah.
The mental image of seeing a T-posing Mulan on top of a mountain.
It was the stupidest thing. Like, there were so many just little things about it. Like they definitely tried hard, but they delivered in such a poor way that it made me sad.
T-posing Mulan. There's nothing
Chance,
worse. There's
look it up.
nothing better from tonight that could ever surpass what you have just told me.
Bro, that's gonna be the title of this episode.
T-posing Mulan.
Oh, That's so good.
Jeez. Not even one of our
Uh,
topics, just the thing that we
not
did
even
because
one
we
of-
don't freaking know how to end a podcast.
I'm so glad I brought that up. I'm so
Oh my
glad.
gosh, that was good.
All right. Well,
All
we
right,
are actually
let's
signing
end this.
off. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you Tuesday.
Have a good night.